In the grand tapestry of life, amidst the loud echoes of triumph and the silent whispers of growth, there lies a profound lesson that not all victories need to be announced. Not all successes require the fanfare of public applause to validate their worth. Today, I want to share with you a narrative, a story that mirrors the journeys many of you embark upon. A journey where winning is not about the roar of the crowd, but about the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you're on the right path, even when the rest of the world doubts you. Imagine, if you will, a person much like any of us here. Someone with dreams that stretch to the horizon, but whose every step is shadowed by skepticism and doubt. First person, let's call them Alex, embarked on a path less trodden, armed with nothing but a vision and an unwavering belief in their own potential. The outside world, Alex's ambitions seemed like folly. It's impossible, they said. You're setting yourself up for failure, others chimed in. But did Alex listen? No. Instead, Alex chose to win in silence, to let their actions speak louder than any words could. Why, you might ask, is there power in silence? Why choose the path of quiet perseverance over the grand declarations of intent we see so often? The answer, my friends, lies in the core of what it means to truly succeed. Success is not just about reaching a destination. It's about the transformation that occurs within us as we journey towards our goals. It's about the resilience we build each time we choose to stand up, dust ourselves off, and move forward even when no one else believes we can. Have you ever found yourself underestimated by those around you? Have you ever been told your dreams were too big, your goals too ambitious? If so, you're not alone. But here's the question I want you to ponder. How did you respond? Did you let the voices of doubt drown out your inner conviction? Or did you, like Alex, choose to keep moving forward, fueled by a belief in your own potential? The power of winning in silence lies in the profound understanding that our worth, our potential, and our success are not defined by the approval or applause of others. They are defined by our ability to persevere, to remain committed to our vision, even when faced with adversity. It's about knowing that the sweetest victories are often those that are unseen by the world, but deeply felt within the heart. As we navigate the challenges and opportunities that life presents, the story of Alex. Be inspired by their journey to win in silence, to let the world think we're losing while we quietly, steadfastly work towards our dreams. For in the end, it's not the applause of the crowd that defines our success, but the knowledge that we stayed true to ourselves, to our vision, and to the path we chose to walk. So I ask you again, have you ever been underestimated? More importantly, how will you choose to respond? Will you let the world's skepticism define your journey, or will you, like Alex, find your strength in silence, in the unwavering belief in your own potential to achieve greatness? The choice, my friends, is yours. In our modern world, where the airwaves are saturated with the constant hum of sharing, where every success, no matter how small, is broadcast across the digital expanse, the art of silence has become a rare commodity. It's as if the value of our endeavors is measured not by their real impact or the personal growth they foster, but by the volume of applause they garner in the public arena. Yet, amidst this cacophony, there remains an undeniable power in silence, a strength that has been embraced by some of the most successful individuals throughout history. Consider for a moment the lives of those who have achieved greatness, not by trumpeting their every move to the world, but by focusing quietly and diligently on their work. Figures like Nikola Tesla, who toiled away in his laboratory, discovering and inventing without a thought for fame. Buyers like J.D. Salinger, who, after achieving great acclaim, chose to retreat from the public eye, finding more value in the process of creation than in the adulation it could bring. These individuals understood something profound about the nature of true success, that it is often born in the quiet spaces where we are left alone with our thoughts, our work, and our determination to achieve something meaningful. But why is silence so powerful? What is it about the act of turning inward, of shutting out the noise and focusing solely on our goals that can lead to such profound outcomes? The answer lies in the psychological benefits of working in silence. When we remove the distractions and the constant pressure to perform for an audience, we create a space where our minds can function at their highest capacity. We achieve a level of focus and clarity that is impossible to attain amidst the chaos of constant sharing. In silence, our internal motivation can flourish. Freed from the need for external validation, we begin to work for the most important audience of all. It is here, in the quiet determination of our own hearts, that we find the drive to push through obstacles, to innovate, and to explore new avenues without fear of failure or judgment. The silent worker is not concerned with how their journey looks from the outside. They are too engrossed in the journey itself, in the lessons learned and the personal growth achieved along the way. This approach to success is not merely theoretical. It is practical and deeply impactful. In the silence, we can hear our own thoughts more clearly, identify our true passions and goals, and devise a plan to achieve them. We become strategists of our own destinies, able to navigate the complexities of our endeavors with a calm and steady hand. The power of silence in our noisy world is that it allows us to tune out the superficial and tune into what truly matters. So I ask you now, in a culture that equates visibility with value, can you find the courage to embrace silence? Can you resist the urge to broadcast your every step and instead focus on the work itself, on the intrinsic satisfaction that comes from pursuit and perseverance? The challenge is not insignificant, but the rewards are immense. In silence, you will discover not only the path to external success, but also the internal peace and self-assurance that come from knowing you have remained true to your course, regardless of the world's opinion. Let us then, in this moment, make a commitment to ourselves. Vow to find value in the work we do for its own sake, not for the accolades it may bring. Remember that the most profound achievements are often those that go unseen, known only to the person who labored in silence, their focus unwavering, their resolve unbreakable. In the end, it is not the noise of our successes, but the depth of our dedication that defines us. Win in silence, and let the world think what it may. For in our hearts we will know the truth of our victories, and in that knowledge we will find our greatest strength. We often encounter moments that the world hastily labels as losses. Society, with its quick judgments, is eager to place us in categories of winners and losers based on fleeting glimpses of our current circumstances. But let's pause for a moment and delve deeper into the essence of what it truly means to lose or be perceived as lagging behind by others. The concept of losing, as perceived by many, is riddled with misconceptions. It's seen as a final verdict on one's abilities, efforts, or potential. But is that really the case? Or could it be that what appears as a setback is merely a setup for a grander comeback? The truth is, the notion of losing is often a facade, a superficial layer that fails to capture the depth of strategic planning and resilience brewing beneath the surface. Consider the story of a caterpillar encapsulated within its cocoon, seemingly defeated and confined. To the untrained eye, this might appear as a loss, an end to its existence as it was known. Yet within this apparent setback lies the strategic pause, the transformation in silence, culminating in the emergence of a butterfly. Here lies a powerful lesson. Being perceived as behind by others can indeed serve as a strategic advantage, a moment of gathering strength, wisdom, and perspective for the journey ahead. Throughout history, there have been countless individuals whose stories echo this truth. Individuals who, when faced with what the world deemed as failure, chose to see opportunity. They understood that being underestimated by others could be their greatest asset, allowing them to work in silence, free from the weight of expectations and the glare of scrutiny. These silent warriors knew that True victory lies not in the applause at the end of the battle, but in the growth and insight gained through the struggle. One such story is that of a business leader who, after facing a public failure that led his company to the brink of collapse, retreated from the public eye. Critics were quick to declare his career over, a loss too great to recover from. Yet, in the silence of his so-called defeat, he was strategizing, learning from his missteps, and quietly laying the foundation for what would become one of the most remarkable turnarounds in business history. When he finally reemerged, it was not as the person the world thought had lost, but as a visionary who had transformed his failure into a stepping stone for success. This narrative is not unique, but a common thread among many who have achieved greatness. They embraced the misconceptions of losing, understanding that each setback is merely a lesson, an opportunity to refine their strategy and approach. They know that to win in silence, to let others think they're losing, provides the freedom to create, innovate, and prepare for the next big win without the distraction of proving themselves at every turn. So I invite you to ponder this. How often have you allowed the fear of being perceived as losing to dictate your actions? Have you ever held back, worried about what others might think instead of pursuing your vision with the tenacity and patience it deserves? Remember, the misconceptions of losing are just that, misconceptions. They are not reflections of your potential or determinants of your destiny. The moments when the world underestimates us, see them as the gifts they are, opportunities to regroup, to strategize, and to emerge stronger and more focused than ever before. It is not how others perceive our journey that matters, but how we choose to navigate it. In the quiet determination of our so-called losses lies the seed of our greatest victories. Win in silence. And when the time is right, let our successes resonate with a magnitude that no one saw coming. In this ever-evolving journey we call life, each one of us will face moments when the world seems to conspire against our dreams, casting shadows of doubt over our brightest aspirations. It's in these moments when voices around us question our potential and setbacks cloud our path that the true essence of resilience becomes our greatest ally. Resilience, the unwavering spirit that allows us to stand firm in the face of adversity, is not just an innate strength, but a skill that can be cultivated with intention and perseverance. It's about more than just surviving the storms. It's about learning how to dance in the rain, how to see beyond the immediate obstacles to the infinite possibilities that lie ahead. So how do we build this resilience? How do we fortify our minds and spirits against the tide of skepticism and challenge? The first step lies in setting clear, unequivocal goals. It's about knowing with absolute certainty what you want to achieve, understanding your why, with such clarity that it becomes a beacon guiding you through the darkest nights. When you have a goal that sets your soul on fire, no amount of doubt from others can extinguish your resolve. Maintaining a positive mindset is the next pillar of resilience. Our thoughts have the power to shape our reality, to lift us to unimaginable heights. Choose to focus on solutions rather than problems, on opportunities rather than obstacles. Remember, the greatest achievements often arise from the ashes of what seem like insurmountable challenges. Embrace a mindset that sees every setback as a setup for a comeback, every failure as a lesson paving the way to success. Surrounding oneself with supportive individuals is equally crucial. They say you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Choose wisely. Surround yourself with mentors, friends, and colleagues who believe in your potential, even when you start to doubt it yourself. These are the people who will offer a word of encouragement when you need it most, who will remind you of your strengths when the world points out your weaknesses. At the core of resilience lies an unwavering self-belief and determination. It's about knowing deep in your heart that you're capable of overcoming any challenge, that your potential is limitless, and your resolve unbreakable. It's about looking in the mirror during your lowest moments and seeing not just who you are, but who you are becoming. Believe in yourself with such conviction that you become deaf to the doubters, blind to the cynics. Let your actions speak so loudly that they drown out the whispers of doubt. Remember, proving doubters wrong is not about seeking external validation or waiting for an apology from those who didn't believe in you. It's about reaching the end of your journey, achieving your goals, and knowing that you remain true to yourself every step of the way. It's about the satisfaction that comes from realizing that the only approval you ever needed was your own. In a world that often confuses noise with significance and visibility with success, the art of silence emerges as a strategic masterpiece in the canvas of personal and professional triumphs. Embracing silence is not about withholding your voice, but about choosing when and how to deploy it for maximum impact. It's about understanding the power of focused action, undiluted by the clamor for immediate recognition. Today, let me guide you through the practical steps to weave the strategy of silence into the fabric of your life. Setting silent goals is the cornerstone of this strategy. These are objectives you choose not to broadcast, but to nurture in the quiet corners of your ambition. To set a silent goal, begin by asking yourself what you truly desire to achieve, irrespective of external applause or approval. This could be a personal aspiration such as mastering a new skill or a professional aim like expanding your business. The key is to hold these goals close to your chest, allowing them to mature in the silence of your focused effort. Creating a plan of action is your next step. This plan should be detailed with clear milestones and timelines, but it remains a map you follow in the solitude of your commitment. In this phase, discipline becomes your most faithful ally. It's the bridge between the silent setting of goals and their eventual triumphant reveal. Discipline in the context of silence means working tirelessly towards your objectives without the need for external validation at every turn. It's about being content with your own approval, knowing that the satisfaction of achieving your goals will far outweigh any immediate praise. The maintenance of this discipline without seeking external validation is, admittedly, it requires a shift in perspective where you measure progress not by the accolades received, but by the milestones reached. One practical tip is to keep a journal of your journey towards these silent goals. Documenting your progress, challenges, and solutions reinforces your commitment and provides a tangible measure of your advancement, independent of outside acknowledgement. The importance of patience and timing cannot be overstated. Silence, in its essence, is a testament to patience, a willingness to wait for the right moment to unveil your achievements. This aspect of the strategy is crucial. It acknowledges that true success is not a sprint, but a marathon. It understands that the most profound victories are those that are not just achieved, but also well-timed. Patience in silence teaches you to trust the process, to believe in the power of steady, incremental progress that builds to a crescendo of success. Implementing the strategy of silence in your life also means becoming comfortable with solitude. It's in these quiet moments of solitude that you'll find clarity and inspiration. Embrace this solitude as a space for reflection, planning, and growth. It's here, away from the noise, that you'll find the strength to persist, the wisdom to navigate challenges, and the insight to recognize when the moment has arrived to step out of the shadows and into the light. Where every action and achievement is subject to the audience's scrutiny, there exists a cadre of individuals who choose a different path. They tread quietly, their focus sharp, their vision clear, and their determination unwavering. These are the individuals who understand the profound power of letting their success speak for itself. Consider the story of a young inventor whose early failures were as public as they were humiliating. Each failed experiment, each rejected invention, added to the chorus of voices telling him to give up, to admit defeat. Yet he persisted, working in silence, fueled not by the desire for fame, but by the passion for discovery. Today, his contributions light up our world, literally. Thomas Edison's journey from obscurity to greatness was not marked by loud proclamations of his future success, but by silent perseverance and an unyielding belief in his vision. Or reflect on the narrative of a writer who, after facing rejection after rejection, decided to stop sharing her aspirations with the world. Instead, she poured her heart and soul into her work, allowing her stories to gestate in the quiet corners of cafes, whispering of a world of magic just waiting to be revealed. Rowling's Harry Potter series, birthed from silence, now speaks volumes across the globe, inspiring millions with its message of courage, friendship, and the triumph of good over evil. These stories, and countless others like them, serve as powerful testaments to the strength found in silent determination. They remind us that the most resounding successes often come not with fanfare, but with quiet resolve. So I urge you, the dreamers, the doers, the silent warriors of your own life's journey, to focus not on the voices that seek to diminish your light, but on the inner flame that drives you forward. Let the world doubt. Let them speculate. Let them whisper. Your job is not to quiet the skeptics with words, but to silence them with your actions. Embrace the path of silent determination. Set your goals, chart your course, and then with quiet resolve, pursue them. Let the fruits of your labor be your voice. Let your achievements narrate your story. And when you finally reach your summit, when you look back on the path you've traversed, let it be with the knowledge that you didn't just climb a mountain. You moved it one silent step at a time. Let this be your call to action, to tread softly but carry a mighty will, to work in silence, letting your success make the noise, to live a life of purpose, passion, and quiet determination, knowing that in the end, it is not the applause of the crowd that matters, but the satisfaction of a journey well traveled and a life well lived. Let your success be your voice, and let it speak volumes.